Global X interviews social entrepreneurs who tackle some of the world's biggest problems. They are pioneers of innovation that benefit humanity.
I am Vasudevan. I am in a company called UPDB Microfinance Private Limited. We are from Chennai, which is south of India. We just started this company. It's a very new company. We are looking at launching the business operations from November 07. For a variety of reasons, I wanted to change my line, and microfinance was one area which there are a lot of talk in India in terms of microfinance and its potential. I really want to study that sector, take a call whether this is a calling for me or I should go back to another employment. So I quit the job. I spent about a month's time. I did a lot of study on the industry, and what I saw was really fascinating. Traditionally, the ladies in the poorer households are always regarded as part of the background. They don't have a place in the family because they don't bring anything to the table except producing children and cooking food. They don't bring anything else to the table. So they are always regarded as part of the background and can be treated as the man wants to treat her. But microfinancing is changing that profile. The lady's position is definitely going up because she is starting to become an economically empowered member of the family, and there is a perceptible shift between the man and woman in terms of their position in the family. I think that's an amazing change that the microfinance industry is bringing about, and when I saw that, it was something which was very thrilling. I've never so closely experienced this kind of a stuff. I thought that here is a business where commercially you can look at a large market. There's a lot of professional challenge, and socially it's something which has a great impact, and it's something that I thought it will be very interesting to get into, and that's what really brought me into this industry. To create an organization which is held as trustworthy in the mind of the customer. We want to tell the customer that here is an organization which you can trust. Deal with us from a position of trust, and that's what we want to create, and that's our second biggest challenge. And how do we plan to do that? We plan to basically achieve that through three factors. One is a lot of training to our staff, imbibe the soft quality in the staff, that at every customer touch point it should reflect a matter of trust to the customer. Second is our pricing. We are very clear that we will not price to the market, because we can actually go very high in our pricing if we price to the market. We will not price to the market. We will price, on the other hand, to a reasonable return on our equity, which can be substantially lower than what the current market rates are. Third is, there is a process called ombudsman. The banking channels have them. The Reserve Bank of India has appointed ombudsman in each city, where he is an independent person to whom any customer having a grievance against any bank can go to, and he has a rights like a court to conduct a hearing with the bank and pass an order. So in microfinance, it's not mandatory. This doesn't exist. But we plan to appoint our own ombudsman and voluntarily submit to his jurisdiction. So, and we will popularize this to the customers and say that besides your normal channels of grievance like our branches, our head office, you also have an independent mechanism. You can go to the ombudsman, and we have subjected ourselves to his jurisdiction. So we'll go by whatever he says. So we are going to tell the customers that we are giving you an alternate grievance redressal mechanism, so that if you have any issues with any of our activities, you are welcome to approach him. The one thing which all of us lack uniformly is our experience in microfinance. None of us have, frankly speaking, any experience in microfinance except what we have learned over the last couple of months. Now, Uniters as a partner to us in this process of progress, through Uniters we are really beginning to get a lot of ideas, a lot of networking on the microfinance industry. We have already had one day workshop with some representatives from Uniters, which helped us to freeze our products and processes. Now we'll have some more interactions with them. It's going to help us to fast forward our entire learning curve. Minus Uniters, we would still learn, but it's going to take us a much longer time. With the help of Uniters, we are really going through a very much faster learning curve. They are able to give us a lot of experience of how it's done in India as well as how it's done in other parts of the world. And that process, we believe, is going to help us substantially to scale up and move on our learning curve much faster. After having come into microfinance, I am beginning to see things which I have never seen in my life. They're sitting right in front of me, and I have never seen them in all my life. So now, when I pass through the road once, I just standing there and I was observing the payment dwellers and what they are doing there. This was sometime in the evening, around 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the evening on one of those days. What I saw is typical normal things which happen, which is that some men were taking baths on the road, some women were doing some cooking on the pavements with some kind of stove. But more than that, there was this one small kid. She must be just about a year. She's just still not learning to walk. She was still doing a little bit of crawling. She crawled off the pavement onto the road, and she just shat. Sorry to say that. She just shat on the road. She didn't clean. No one came to clean her. She just crawled back to the pavement. There were two other kids sitting there and eating something. She just crawled back, joined the two other kids, and put her hand and started eating something from there. No one bothered to do anything. No one cleaned the baby, nothing. That's it. And it was amazing. And this must have been happening for years probably. I have never seen it in the past, but when I saw it, it was just too horrible. What I thought is that besides just doing microfinance, which can still not reach all the layers of the people, it can only reach up to a certain level. So what I thought is we should create a trust. And the trust will then start focusing on people who are below microfinance potential. And so we are really putting a trust in place, which will be focusing on, principally we want to start off with payment dwellers and beggars. And maybe once we are able to do something with that, we'll expand our activities, but our first focus is going to be payment dwellers and beggars. And as we move our microfinance from city to city, the trust will move behind the microfinance organization to try and support the lower end of the population. I think you should just go back to your old roots. Go back to your old friends. Go back to your godfathers. Every one of us do have godfathers. Go back to them. Be open with them. Tell them what you have in mind. I'm sure there will be enough support coming from them. And at a startup stage, you need every one of those support. I think if you can grab those supports, then probably we can start off fast. The way we are looking at our operations is we are wanting to build a 8-lane highway from our side to the customers. It's a 8-lane highway, very smooth, very fast, very efficient. And we will take a truck, put our microcredit and deliver it to our own customers. Also, we will allow every other service provider to come in their trucks, put their products and services, use our highway, reach the customers, deliver it to them. They pay a toll to us, the customer also benefits. So that's ultimately how we would like to measure our success.
Global X is also on Social Edge at socialedge.org.